Happy Labor Day, everyone. I'm actually late for a low country boil, so I gotta make this quick. A lot to discuss today regarding some Apex pros who apparently have crossed the line because they actually came out with some crazy news yesterday regarding the Apex Legends developing team, and also we're talking about a brand new update that should be coming out tomorrow according to Crowdrendo. All of that and a lot more in today's video. As always, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new as always, and we just released the new Gauntlet video, which I'll mention at the end of the video, for $1,000. Obviously, if you guys want to participate in those, you can. Just stay tuned towards the end. So the first thing that I wanted to mention here, I've been seeing a lot of people over on Twitter and Reddit having a hard time with Apex Legends, I guess when it comes to PC specifically, where their games keep crashing, they keep getting error codes, a lot of people are glitching through the map, their screen starts to flash black and white. Not sure exactly what's going on, but I've also seen a lot of bugs with people still not getting the packs that they were owed from like a bundle that was in the store, and many other issues. But we do know from Crowdrendo that there is actually a patch that is planned for this week, which is tomorrow, September the 6th. They did confirm that it is a small patch, so you're not most likely going to see things like, you know, the Loba heirloom being put into the files, or maybe even some of the collection event stuff. That'd be really sick if it was, but it's more than likely just maybe some fixes to some issues that have been going on. Hopefully some of these issues with you not getting packs like you should have been in these bundles and stuff, maybe some of that will be fixed. But also, I even bought some Apex coins on my Xbox Series X and I still have not received them. I heard that if you contact Microsoft you can get a refund for it and all, but dude, it's just really annoying for Apex to be having this big of an issue. Maybe in this update there'll be some type of a fix for issues like that, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't bet on it. Now, in other news, we have a big topic that dropped last night in which some people say that Apex Legends pros are crossing the line when it comes to this situation. This was coming from none other than the man who starts it all himself, his Watson. He says, I've just been informed that nobody on the Apex Legends security dev team works on the weekends. I have an Apex Legends issue here though, and it stops me from being able to stream the game, and I was told that I have to wait till 9 a.m. on Monday for one of them to look into my problem. There's no way that this is real life. Now, this is where things get crazy, because on one hand, people are saying this guy seems so entitled. He thinks that people should just jump the gun and help him immediately. On the other hand, people could argue that this guy has tons of viewers, people that want to watch Apex, that want to play Apex, that want to be inspired by watching him play at a high level, and because he can't even play the game because of an issue that's going on, that's causing people to get aggravated and annoyed with the game. Sure, you could argue each way. I definitely understand both sides. However, conversation continued very much so, because Imperial How has been trolling his Watson a lot in the comments by saying things like, you know, it looks like you need hideouts now. The Cocoa Puffs actually had a big response, which I was surprised to see, because a lot of times the Cocoa is very aggravated himself when it comes to this situation. But he said this: I'm going to be honest, big dog, this sucks for sure, but the devs have lives too. We can talk our crap every now and then, but 99% of the people with your problem would have to submit a ticket and wait to play the game off of an email tag. Waiting 1 to 2 days is not so bad for you. His Watson responded though by saying they do have lives, but people need to be scheduled to work at different times instead of everyone Monday through Friday 9 to 5. People were also saying things like it's a shame that a billion-dollar company like EA is cheap and incompetent enough to still not have a band team. It's 2022. It's been over 3 years, 14 seasons, and we still have like 3 guys doing the job of a team that 10 plus people should be doing. This game is pathetic. So obviously there's 2 things we want to discuss from this situation. Number one, you can argue the fact whether or not his Watson is actually taking it too far by calling the dev team out like this. Or number 2, another topic we can have is also talking about whether or not he has a point to make. Firstly, let's talk about the latter. One thing I want to mention here is I do feel like the security team should have a shift work type mentality. Not just a mentality, I do feel like it's EA and Respawn's job to maybe have a position opening for this, where this type of work is a shift work type situation. When he responded to the Cocoa Puffs basically saying that people need to be scheduled to work at different times instead of everyone and Monday through Friday 9 to 5, I totally agree with that situation. And it is a little frustrating that the game has been out for over 3 years and they're still having people, I guess, not work on the weekends, because obviously hackers don't stop working on weekends. Now, before you freak out and say, but I feel like these people should not be required to work on the weekends, I also totally agree with you. These people should not be working every single day of their life and just working themselves too much. But you cannot tell me with the millions of people that play this game that there's not one person out there or 5 people out there, probably hundreds of people out there, would not be willing or even be in a situation of life where they really want like a night shift type job, or really would like a job where they can be on the Apex Legends security team on a shift work basis. But do I think his Watson is going too far by wanting them to handle his situation right then and right now, considering that he's actually probably got somewhat of a special treatment when it comes to this, because other people would have to wait for a very long time in the emails? Yes, I think the Cocoa Puffs does make a good point, but I also think his Watson followed it up with a good point by saying that this is not the system that Apex Apex should be having right now. There's a lot of people out there who would love to take this job and love to work overnight and would love to maybe have Monday and Tuesday off, instead work Sunday and Saturday. Well, Tommy did remind us that they are actually hiring more people on the Apex Legends security team, so maybe they have a plan like this in mind. Very interested to hear your thoughts on this down below. Lastly, I wanted to make mention of this. So you guys know that we've been following this subject of Lifeline crypto and people in Apex Legends who are not getting enough love when it comes to nerfs, buffs, maybe even just reworks in general. And that's what a lot of people seem to be pushing for when it comes to Lifeline. Now, I made that tweet the other day saying that Lifeline needed a rework, and I actually got a response from an Apex Legends developer basically saying, what would you do to her? So it does seem like they are open to the concept that maybe Lifeline does need a little bit of a rework. Now, I did invite, and I will have a very respected Lifeline player on the channel very soon. I was hoping it would be today, but unfortunately they did not get back to me in time. Therefore, we'll probably be doing it tomorrow or the following day, that you guys can see what someone who has played a lot of time with Lifeline has to say about the situation. However, I did want to make mention though that there are some people, I guess this is an R5 Reloaded, who did customize somewhat of a Lifeline rework, and I wanted to see what you guys thought about this. I'm going to be asking this other person about this as well whenever he does come on the channel, but take a look at this clip. Voice crack, by the way, leave it in and tell me what you think. Roll the clip.
I've been down.
As you guys can tell, it's still a Lifeline drone res so that you can be in combat while the drone is resing, and it's also reverted to when Lifeline had her shield. However, it's a little bit different this time because you can now shoot the shield, and whenever the shield's health is gone, then it'll be gone and you could just take the finish on the kill. So if you all three stacks start shooting the shield, you could probably get the finish off. I think this gives her a little bit of a buff while still being able to get around her OP-ness, I guess. That don't even make sense, but you guys get what I'm saying. What I thought was funny though is people have actually been advocating the exact same treatment to Gibraltar. People basically want to be able to shoot his dome shield so that basically they just can't hide in there, and they're basically saying the dome shield should have like 1,000 health or something so that everybody could just shoot it and then it'll deactivate. If you guys remember, caustic barrels used to not have any damage that you could do whatsoever, and when those things just went off, they just went off and you were just screwed. They eventually made it to where if you decide you want to put a full clip into it, then it'll go away. So I'm very curious to see if you guys think that giving a lot of these legend abilities a health bar would maybe make them a little bit more balanced so that you could buff legends while also making them counterable. Lastly, before you guys go, I want to let you know that the new episode of the Gauntlet is out. 1 kill, $1,000. Don't forget, you guys can compete in these challenges as well. I pick random people from the comments who are subscribed to the channel. If you guys want to go watch that new episode and support that channel as well, it really would mean a lot to me. Before you guys leave this channel, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel as well, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves. It's Vibe or Die, only positivity, and until the next time, I'll see you later, Gators.